a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Stroud looking to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And Stroud now to throw.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
You look at this Niner defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
On the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Purdy.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The Niners at 10-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Stroud out of the gun here. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangwu.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Dell. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud will look to throw once more.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll check that down to Nwangwu out of the backfield.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Stroud to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Play action. Now Purdy.
That'll be caught by Cup. And past the 40. Before he's out of bounds. Third catch in this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
After the penalty, it's Henry.
Taken down at the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Running from the gun with Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Purdy.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
In motion right, that's Dell.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Dell. Stroud looking to throw.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
2nd and a couple. Again, it's Stroud. Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
As Stroud now to throw. He'll find Nwangu underneath.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Mixon is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Final play of the half, Purdy. And that one complete downfield to Cup.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Purdy off the play fake.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Come on, boys. Let's power and rock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Stroud.
Got his man, Dell.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 22,
Stroud. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangwu.
and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. Stroud now on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Purdy now to throw.
They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Purdy
completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to, and across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Henry
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing now is Stroud.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Now Stroud.
Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. In motion, the tight end.
Stroud to throw it. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. In motion goes the tight end.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And now they'll shift things around.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
Now first and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Now second down and a few inches.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Purdy to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
What the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
That'll be caught by Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. Purdy to throw.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw is Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
That is going to take it in. George Kittle. 33 yards.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Oh, some strong running.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Stroud to throw it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Nwangwu. And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
To throw with Stroud. Drops this off with Nwangwu.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stroud looks to throw.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Stroud back to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So apparently the bank is open, and fortunate for them as it gives them a fourth-quarter lead.
And you talk about being fortunate. Fortune was definitely on their side there. I think 9 times out of 10, this ball hits the bar and comes right down. But he manages to put a little English on it, and he gets it to go.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Purdy with one final shot here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Texans,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.